Last week, we spent time with Rolf von Engelbrechten and Andy Pratt as they worked on traction control, stability control, and ABS systems on some modern SUVs. We're going to pick up that test where we left off.
Well, this time out we got a 2010 Land Rover, and this thing has so many different forms of traction control, driver assist, off-road aids. I have no idea what mode I'm in. I got a picture of a little truck here. Seems good to me.
It has 5 separate suspension and drive settings plus height adjustment. Truly one of the more capable off-road vehicles.
In the full-on street setting, everything's coming on board. You can feel the brakes applying at all corners. I can't even really accelerate up a hill. I have no power. I think for the kind of person that drives a ride like this, leave it in the road setting, forget about it, let this truck take care of you. It's really intrusive. There's no true way to turn all these control aids off that I see.
And we're coming through one of the deepest rutted snow sections. Land Rover's not going to have any problem going through here. It doesn't even notice it.
Well, I want to go for a run at speed. We'll put her in the cactus setting, and we'll see if we can get it stuck.
I forgot to set it up for all-wheel drive. One of my colleagues has left a picture of the cactus on there. What that does is it puts most of the power buys to the rear wheels. So on the way up the hill, with aid only or mostly of the rear wheels, we're able to get up.
So we got a 390 horsepower 2010 Porsche Cayenne here on the private test track. Traction control full on. And Porsche, if you've done your job, I won't roll it.
We'll leave the PSM on for a few moments here just to show how many driver aids there really are helping you get around on ice and snow in the Porsche Cayenne S. You've got brake assist, throttle reduction, timing adjustments, ABS brakes, yaw control, literally the hand of God helping you around here, helping defy the laws of physics. But the reality is, you don't want to turn these things off.
Let's try it with the Porsche Stability Management off. Well, now things have come alive. All 390 horsepower are available to me. I really have to be a lot more judicious about my throttle and brake inputs. The ABS is still engaged, but it's nowhere near as intrusive as it was before. Well, now we get to try out some traction control with a diesel. With the transmission set in sport. Why a diesel has a sport setting, I'll never have any idea. This thing really wants to keep me safe. It's almost going to put me to sleep if it doesn't do something here soon. I've been worried about getting stuck a couple of times because you almost need wheel speed to get you through slush and slop like this. However, the truck seems to be taking the line that I pointed in. That's what the traction control is all about.
Turning off the electronic nannies would make horsing around in the snow a lot more fun, but the reality is right now it's doing all the thinking for me. I just steer and modulate the throttle. It does everything else. Now we're going down a hill that's far more suitable for snowboarding than for 5,000-pound luxury SUVs with absolutely no problem. The Touareg has a little more rear bias in its all-wheel drive system, and with the traction control off, you can have a lot of fun getting a wheel spin. But that wheel spin doesn't do a heck of a lot in these conditions except throw mud around.
Now here we go. Traction control off, I finally got some power, I finally got some wheel speed. And I'm having to use the wipers already. I still think the best form of traction control for me personally is my right foot. It tells me when I need to get in and out of the throttle.
But generally speaking, you want these things to help you. When you're not paying attention, when traffic conditions change, road conditions change, you need all of these things to help you manage the car around the track.
And at the end of a 2-day weekend, the road, as you can see, along with the temperature, has pretty much gone up in smoke. But what a place it's been to test some of the very best sport utility vehicles we've driven in a setting that has been nothing but enjoyable, with a bunch of people that we like. And we come away from the weekend, every single one of us astonished by not just one or two things, but several things that we didn't know, and frankly never occurred to us, could happen in an off-road training session like this.